Goes good with the flannel and the green jacket. Had to re-up. It's been a shitty week. Day number 1 here at the P-Tank. We're making a long ass run, so hopefully we don't destroy our boat and hopefully we catch some big ones. Let's go.
This is the very first Bassmaster Classic, Logan Park.
Check out this giant.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
That's a mega sack. Mega sack.
It's like a $400 fish. Over 13 pounds. I thought I sucked, but then I'm like, well, damn, maybe not.
Master Classic from Auburn, Alabama. Let me hear it for Logan Parks. 13 pounds, 14 ounces puts him in 13th place. Decent day, especially with the way things have looked during this weigh-in.
Yeah, I can't believe, I got back and checked Bass Track like I always do when I was checking in, thinking that I dropped the ball. But the place is fishing pretty tough right now, and so, I'm happy to catch what I caught. I caught a big one pretty close to the end of my day that, called out a super small one. So maybe we'll go out and catch some more tomorrow and hopefully luck into some.
Robert G.
I think I had 5 keeper bites the whole day and lost 3 of them, so it's just a toughie. We go back out there and swing for the fences tomorrow.
All right, 6-12. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Let me hear it for Cody Huff.
How you say your name, young moose?
5 fish for Cody Huff. 9 pounds, 15 ounces. Moves him into 55th place currently as we wind down our way in here on day number 1. So we're going to be just outside of the cut after 1 day of competition.
Yeah, I didn't catch me one of those great big ones today, unfortunately. Been catching 1 or 2 a day, but, didn't really have them figured out. Hopefully the little bit different weather tomorrow makes them bite a little better for me.
Don't make it.
Got lucky, caught a couple big 3-pounders. That was ass, dude. We had to wait so long. We just had a lot of stuff going on. That's what happens when you're on an ocean.
Literally.
You ready to ride tomorrow, Jack?
A little nervous, quite frankly.
Damn, dude, you shit up today.
I crossed the ocean, bro.
Was it rough?
Was it rough?
How bad was it?
It was horrible, dude. What's for dinner?
There's barbecue here.
Hell yeah. Getting out of the mouth was ass. Really? Of the Pasquotank. Yeah. And then when I made my turn, I was kind of able to just kind of roll over them. And I never had to spear one, which was quite nice. And then they weren't really biting good because it was so cold. And then the sun kind of got up and they started biting. I caught a limit of 1.5-pounders and I swapped those out for 2s. And then I caught a 260 something and a 225. And I ran back and caught a 330.
In that creek?
Mm-hmm. Really? And then I checked in and started looking at Bass Track. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, you did good.
And then you and Rob said y'all fished up here. Like, so what happened?
Start on that 9-pounder strip where I caught those 2 9s. And like, I get right to the tree where I caught that 9-pounder pad patch. Trees later, I put my rage bug in it on a tree, and it's like screaming. And I'm reeling up to the boat, just fighting it. It's like swimming sideways. As it turned it to me, my rage bug just comes out like 2.5-pounder. I'm like, okay, you know, this ain't gonna be that bad in here. Like, I already had 4 bites in like 30 minutes, not bad. Then I fish probably 2 miles. I fished like 2 hours on another bite. I don't have a fish, it's 10 o'clock. They're just like a little limb hanging on the water with like inches of limb. I could see the bottom of the limb. And I flipped in there and my bait didn't sink. And I pick it up and it's just kind of like barely moves. And I'm like, was that the limb or a fish? And then I look over there and I like could see a fish sitting in there.
Like with your eyes?
With my eyes. Because I like pulled up a little bit and it just like, Jack did it.
I don't want to do that.
That's what she said.
Well,
She did say that.
y'all don't know what she said.
You want Jack to do it?
No. No.
And when I pulled it out of the water, it's like just this. Like I can see like the skin stretching. And it was a 4-9.
Bruh. No way.
Yeah.
That's lucky.
Oh, bad. Especially because how the rest of my day went. Roll my slack up, set the hook it for a second, it just comes off. Over the last twig, and it's falling down, just punk. And I felt it on slack, and my line starts running. Like, not fast, like just a nice pace. And as soon as like the head turns to him, my ridge bug comes out. I make another crappy cast to the other side, and here it comes again. Punk. Set the hook, fight it halfway the boat, and lose it. Not a big one, but solid. I fished 2 more hours and it's 12 o'clock. Flipped to the very edge of those crappy stumps. Another one hits it, set the hook, fight all the way to the boat, 2-pounder jumps off. So I'm like, dude, I gotta get out of here. Get to those buoys and I see like another like bush thing. And I'm like, that kind of looks like those lay down things. Flip in the middle of it, my line's pulling off, I set the hook and it's just like solid. I don't even get to come all the way back. It's like, boom, comes off. I might have snapped my rod at this point.
Not bad.
So, pick my square bill up and start just cranking the trees. And I called my 4th keeper doing that. So,
Did you like replace your hooks and stuff?
dude, I did. I even got to where my hook, I even got to where I was getting hung up a lot, where my hook was sticking out. I can't tell you how many fish I've caught on that thing.
I don't understand why they're not getting hooked good. Because I had a similar thing with the wacky rig hook and also the drop shot hook. And I lost one on a swim jig.
Really?
What you got?
This is bigger than my bag.
10 being awesome.
2.
Y'all wants to know where they giving them shit about his flannel.
Any boat issues out there, or just fish issues?
Where they giving them shit about his flannel online.
Look at the skin on that thing.
Well, I mean, barely had it. I shouldn't have flipped her. I mean, by the skin.
That's so weird. Yeah, I got like 4th place in the river.
Do what?
I said, yeah, I'm like 4th place in the river tournament.
How'd the river turn so shit?
I don't know if it's ever that good.
Probably all got caught.
Damn, I f***ed up. I should have fished by the ramp all day. And then like, well, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. And then I get in and I'm like, what the heck happened? I have to go back, no matter how big it is and how rough it is. Like, I can't not go. Like, first little tree, I swim my jig over, catch a non-keeper. Second tree, catch a 14.5 incher. I'm like, oh, I'm about to f up. Done with my cast, reeling it in, and like one boils on it at the troll motor. Dang, like, sit down, like trying to figure out what to use, look over, and my troll motor's pointed at it. There's like a little, on the bottom. Is that the same fish? Just get my drop shot, flick it over there, runs to it, thunk, miss it, like fix my worm. It's like a little further away, flip to it, runs to it, pick up, and he's on there, catch it, and it's like a 370. So then I'm like, well, shoot, I need to just scope this pond. And I scoped and never caught anything else. So I'm like, well, maybe I can just ball my jerkbait around. I tried that and no luck. Back to swimming a jig and caught a few more, and like it was pretty ass, not gonna lie. And I got to like where I had my best bite yesterday and shook it off. And then the last one I got in there, and I turned around, like, that was a good one, I'm leaving. And swam my jig over the little like tree, freaking like set the hook, came off. I'm like, God, dude, that was literally like the best one. Did you fish behind the bridges and stuff? Did you ever run out and fish in the creeks? You stay back behind the bridges all day?
Yeah.
Dude, I went to the mouth, put my hand in the water, and it was freezing cold. So I just turned around.
Did you feel that water in the bump tanks? Oh my God, I tried to roll my bag up and almost got hypothermia.
That's how that water was in that creek I fished for an hour and a half this morning. That really just screwed my day. I feel like
go back in there in the afternoon.
Afternoon, I could like they were like I was spooking them, and like I just never never just saw my jig right. You know what I mean? Like
You got up on them before they.
well, I would like my jig would hit the water, and I would like it's like my jig would be too close to them before they saw it. Like they were setting up on the top, and like they would run off. I should have just flipped. Threw a floating worm.
Probably wacky rig.
dude, it's just so big. You can't just like wacky worm.
You have to be in there all day.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to throw at.
Yeah, I got another creek that has got some fish in it if y'all want to go to it, but it's a f***ing haul. It's past where I'm going.
Where's that?
And this.
All right.
Dude.
Yeah.
All right. All right, please subscribe, like, and follow Robert G, the man.
That's the man.
I didn't run anywhere and I didn't catch shit.
Justify that.
Justify that one.
I'm not going to.
The flannel freak.
Flannel freak. Thanks, bud.
The good freak.
A good freak.
Good freak.
What's up, guys? It's moving day, day number 2 here at the Pasquotank River. Had a decent day 1. Looking for 5 more today, east inside that cut. Hopefully we'll catch a big one and get inside the top 10.
Already made $1 million casting for bass from Alabama, Logan Parks.
That's number 1. Let's freaking go. Got us a pounder. Yes. Number 2. Heck yeah, 2-pounder. Oh, that's a keeper. 1.5 pounder. 1.5 pounder.
Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Who's your daddy? I'm your daddy.
Yeah, baby. Let's freaking go. 5 pounder. That will turn your day around right there. I hope this thing's rolling. Hope y'all saw that. Oh yeah, we're rolling, baby. Let's freaking go. Go. It's number 5. He's a 1.5. Every ounce counts, right?
The G stands for greatness? Not this one. Okay, not this. Let's put it down. This a little bit.
Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year League from Union City, Tennessee, Elite Series champion John Garrett. 16 pounds, 4 ounces with 25 pounds, 11 ounces. He's going to work tomorrow. He's here, and you've been living by the big bite this season. I mean, every single tournament, it seems at least one of them.
I think I've caught more 7-pounders this year in our first 3 events than I have any year in my entire life. It's been an unbelievable season. I think I'm more proud of that 16-pound bag than I've been on any bag in my season.
Don't go anywhere without grabbing your check right there. Came into this event with the leading Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points, so gets a $1,000 weekly bonus for that. Gets a whole lot bigger at the end of the season. Congrats on that. His second season on the Elite Series, 4 top 5s in his rookie season from Knoxville, Tennessee, Robert G. 6-12 yesterday, 5 today for 8 pounds, 5 ounces, gives him 15-1, and unfortunately a tough one this time around.
Yeah, you know, it was a really tough week for me, and you know, this place is awesome though. All the people, this is some southern hospitality, you know. This is one of my favorite towns I've ever been to a tournament. People are so nice, and you know, they'll get the shirt off your back for you, and I really appreciate you guys.
His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Hollister's very first Bassmaster Classic from Alabama, Logan Parks. Had 13 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday, 5 fish added to that here today. Let's get Logan inside another semifinal Saturday. 13 pounds, 6 ounces with 27 pounds, 4 ounces. He's officially inside semifinal Saturday.
Yeah, man, it super blessed for sure, to be honest. I went to my starting place that I caught all my fish yesterday, and I think I really leaned on them pretty hard yesterday and milked it for what it was worth. I didn't catch a fish, and I just ran new water, had a fun time, caught that big one, 5.5 pounder, and it really turned my day around. And you know, we kind of just rode the momentum from there and got a limit. So we get to go out and I guess hopefully break our back.
Stood back up, threw back in there, caught a 3-pounder. And I'm like, oh dude, horse show. Fishery. ever, no more bites. Threw my swim jig way up in like one of the little cuts in the bank. One waked it. I was like, oh, it was like a big wake, and it waked straight back.
Yeah.
Went up there and it was like a 5 or 6 pounder on bed.
You saw it.
Fished for it for a while, and it was such a weird situation because there was no water in there. It wouldn't lock on, but I could see her like when like swimming around, and then finally she got like looking at the bed, and I like wiggled my bug on there, and she like keep getting closer, closer, closer. What are you doing? So anyway, it finally gets up there, and I throw a wacky worm up there, and then it can't hit like my foot to that table. Ate it. Has nowhere to go. Comes off of the boat. Lost it. Right at the trolling motor. And she just went, like, it was in her, it was freaking in there. Couldn't see the wacky worm. She just come off of the boat. And then went back over there. She wasn't there. Fishing there until 2. Got another bite. Pulled right. He was going this way, and I pulled the tree behind him. 3-4, 2-2. Back-to-back flips. That was my day. So it wasn't good in there today.
I had like 10 keeper bites. I freaking lost like 2 to 2.5 pounders on the worm. Just like they bite it like way back in the crap, or like bite it like and jerk like with them coming at you, and then you get them like 3 or 4 cranks and come on. Lost 2 on a spinnerbait, both 2 somethings, you know. Enough to catch 11 or 12 pounds, but
He was cool as shit. It was awesome.
I had a good one yesterday. Probably the same guy.
He's about 22 or 24. I don't know. He was younger than me. He was just a cool dude. We're going to have to watch some footage on the GoPro. I want to see if these fish I broke off and lost were bass or if they were bass or grinnell. I had one just demolish it, and I set the hook and it was like, zzz, and it came up, and then my line broke.
But I caught a grinnell, a pike, and a bass in there.
Oh!
There's me and Cody's life for the next couple days.
You ready to head that way?
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's close.
Yeah, it's close.
Dude, I had one come in one time that close. I mean, I'm talking from me to the fireplace.
It's easy. If they're walking that close, I don't even shoot their head. I make sure I kill them.
That was my problem.
Yeah.
Is I aimed for the head and I shot right over the sucker.
Yeah.
Like, and it just went.
Yeah.
And I was. I looked like a damn mallard duck flying in the air. I ruffled its feathers. You know what I mean?
I had some bites in this other place on day 1. I told Rob and Cody about last night.
Oh, where you caught those spinnerbait fish? Yeah, gotcha.
And I caught a keeper. There's like 2 creeks. And the first creek is smaller. Caught a 2.5 on a swim jig at the mouth. What are you doing? And I caught like one close to 2 on a swim jig. I had 3 fish. And then I fished all the way in there. I start trolling out and like fishing the other side. And there's like a bush. And one hits my swim jig halfway back to the boat. Like bowls on it. What are you doing? Like what the heck? Like it was way off the bank. And I'm like, well maybe it went back to the bush. And I skipped my wacky rig over there. About that time I like pan over there. This giant blob comes out of the bush and goes down my wacky rig. And I'm like, oh God, please. And I pick it up and it's just, and I set the hook and I caught it. It was a 537.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, well dang, it's kind of like more of a lay down than a bush. And I turn around, there's this big lay down. I look over there on the end of it and there's like 4 sitting on the end of the lay down. Like all the way in the middle of the creek. Just a school of fish on the lay down. And I throw my wacky rig over there and a 2-pounder comes up and eats it. And then I couldn't catch any of the other ones. That was my day.
Like clutch.
I saw this like big one that was like on just like a post, and like it just You just see it swimming around. I saw this bed. I assumed it was a crappie on the bed. It wasn't that big. But I could see my bug fall and hit the bottom and drag it into the bed and see everything. And like,
Really?
It's crazy.
And no lie, this turkey runs from me to John. And he's just like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just, and Jack is me. And I'm just sitting here like this with my like 410. And I'm like it's so close, I can see his freaking color of his eyes. You know what I mean? My grandpa was like, you gotta aim for the head. You know what I mean? You got 410. You got to aim for the head. So I was like, I put the bead on the head. And I squeezed the trigger, and you can just see dust flying over in the background, like, and it just goes. And I had a pump, and I was. And like barely clipped it.
I set the hook and like got like all the fish. You know, like I set the hook into a fish, and then my swim jig goes afterwards, and like my skirt and trailer's pulled all the way down. It's like, did I just dig a trench out of his mouth with a hook? Like my hook is sharp.
Dude, I'm not lying to you. The amount of bites I had on a popper today, they would come up and smoke it and pull it under, and I would pull into them, and then they would just, my popper would fly out of the water.
Do you have braid on?
Yeah.
It's like they have barnacles on their face.
I know. Didn't have any mono.
Bro. Night night, boys.
See y'all. Good luck.
Are you leaving tomorrow?
Yeah.
See you at Hartwell, brother.
Sounds good.
Time to bounce back.
She said she had a surprise for me for Easter, and I'm like thinking, you know, it's an Easter basket. Actually, I'm now the proud owner of 2 bunnies. Coco and Nutmeg, shout out to you guys. Can't wait to meet you.
Turn that camera off. I told you not to film me anymore. What is wrong with you?